Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. We are back to the Queen's Experience. Today, it's another day, and we thank Allah for today. Maimuna, welcome. How are you?
Thank you very much.
How's your day?
It's been lovely, as usual. I'm happy.
Inshallah.
And another episode of Queen's Experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you have today?
I think we have so much.
So much.
So you know what happens when we meet.
We talk.
We talk.
We talk. And it's something that we'll want to open the door for everyone. Yes, we are ready to listen. So our viewers, today we want to talk about Kenya Institute of Character Development. Yes.
As far as, tell me, where do we start?
Character development.
Relationship, is it friendships, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife? Which one do you want?
Zinakwanga nyingi.
Relatives. Because for the longest time, I thought when you hear of amepigwa character, I thought of ati boyfriend, girlfriend, my relationship.
My relationship.
You know, those spousal problems.
Has it
whatever.
changed? I thought character involved.
But you see, I think that is what has given it that mark. Because it's of the how intense.
Yes.
The impact. And I think it's important. I think it's important.
Can I tell you something? Ushaikuwa in a relationship and then unaambiwa, hey, you can be a very good wife.
Because of the experience,
No, you're already in a relationship. And then mtu anakwambia, hey, I like your vibe. You can be a very good wife. And yet you are with this guy expecting maybe something for the future and he's already pushing you away. You can be a mate. I love you.
To someone else.
No, to you, and you're already in a relationship. And nakwambia, I can see you can be a very good wife. What will you do to them?
I think I'll just count my blessings and go.
Hata uamkie hapo.
But you see, that's what I think, because of the impact. And maybe the lessons we learn from, and maybe the pain, the chaos, you know, that thing is maybe that's why it's only attached to relationship
in terms of the opposite.
Yes, the opposite sex.
So character development, people don't feel like unaweza chapa character na mzazi. Brother yako.
Na your siblings.
Your sibling, even your friend.
Yes.
Your colleague anaweza kukuchapa character. Ujite mkutano. Yeah.
And there's one thing I kind of attach that to it.
Yeah.
People tend to take your kindness for weakness.
Exactly.
I think I told you
in a relationship,
so many
especially. Yes.
Literally, whichever. You know, there's that thing of be patient.
Yeah.
Whichever relationship, familiar too, whether it is friendship, whether it is spousal, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, unamboa tu, you know. And then there's that thing, sometimes you as a person, you tend to look beyond.
Yeah. Or you look
the
beyond
bigger picture kind of. You
exactly.
know, me and Shama are friends.
You become the grown up.
Yes.
Yeah.
The bigger person.
Yes.
They say the bigger person.
Exactly.
Me and Shama, okay. Wacha nivumilie, you know, the bigger picture is me and her friends.
Yeah.
So what do? I just take it. Take it, especially as far as friendship is concerned.
How about relationship? Maybe
the same matter relationship. When you idealize someone and you build dreams, you know, literally you do all of these things with a person, and then maybe they cheat on you, maybe they kind of just disappear, they ghost you.
Ushaikuwa ghosted?
Ghosted. I define ghosted.
You could disappear. See, actually, it's one of the. Shall I say characteristic of character development?
Yes.
One is someone getting ghosted. Someone actually literally ghosting you.
But you see,
or trying to show you signs.
You know why I'm laughing? Yeah?
Back to KICD.
It's back. You know why I am laughing? It's because I believe that I have ghosted people and I've been ghosted.
Yeah.
So in a way, I've accepted it.
Yes. It happens.
Yes. Like I've accepted it's a way of life. And I've reached a point whereby I am like, okay, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. In every kind of relationship.
Yeah.
I don't know if you kind of get what I'm saying.
Yes, exactly.
Because I have chapwad.
Tell us about
by
that.
all of them.
Tuambie
By
hiyo.
friendships, by relationships. I don't know now.
Tupe moja tu, tupe moja. Wacha viewers, wacha
I have been
watu
chapwad,
waone. Tuambie.
You want me to go private?
No, don't go into personal. Unaweza pigwa hapa vita. Unaweza suiwa.
I'll tell you in private. But I think it's kind of normal. And now that I'm past that stage, I've accepted it, and I'm glad kind of.
It happened.
Yes. Yes.
That's good.
How about you?
There was a time I was in a relationship. That guy, it didn't go as he was expecting. There's something that he had bought for me. Alibeba. Alikuja, akachukua, na akaenda.
But that's why I was telling you, right now, knowing that, don't you think...
no,
thank you God, that thing didn't
actually
work.
It didn't work, because imagine, I was imagining umeachiwa mtu hii. Akuja kubeba nyumba. Anakujia vyombo.
Exactly. I bought this, I want this back.
I'm telling you. But you know what? My family were happy about it. Like, they were so thrilled. Later naambiwa, saizo ndo naambiwa like, we were afraid kukuambia, but hatukuwa hapa 100%. Like, but yani mnangojeni pigwe character ndio museme.
They love you. I don't know, your people
but
love you.
But you have to say.
I know, but Aki, that's why I'm telling you, we don't talk about so many things, and all we think of is I don't want to hurt Sham's feelings.
Exactly.
That's what we think.
Yeah.
We might like say it here and there indirectly, but I've realized with our people, we like throwing things under the rug. We do not confront each other. Number two, then the third is we don't tell each other the truth. Amata, Shama Pana, you this is not a good person for you. I don't know, for whatever reason, we don't.
But one thing, I think one of the reasons why people do that, Maimuna, you might be in a relationship, I come advise you, and you literally take that. Ushaiona umeadvise mtu achane na mtu, and then kesho unapata pamoja.
And then the other thing is,
you tell them the truth. Like,
and then she tells maybe the guy, you know what, Shamsa is saying this,
so unakuta,
she's not for you.
Yeah.
I advised some chick, I had told her, apana, I don't think so. So it reached a point I stopped even advising that lady.
Yeah. Because unaenda unauzwa.
Sindio.
And then the guy carry that.
And then the guy even once called me and told me, can you just leave that story?
Imagine. And then unaweza pata, the worst ni when it's because of you that these two people met. Maybe because of your work.
Yeah.
Maybe because you are friends to one party. Wacha nikwambie, me, what happened to me was there was someone who was being mistreated in a way that I didn't like it. Sometimes when you are in love, especially as the lady, there are some things that
you don't see.
But the third party can see. Whenever you discuss issues and then this person tells you ABC, you're able to pick some things.
They say,
and then I told this person, wacha ni advise huyu mtu. And then baadaye, they solved their issues. They went back together. And then the same person came back to me. Like, now, hii ndo imefanyika, is doing this. I was like, basa sumsamee tu. Because I'd already seen.
Because you don't want to be in that mix ever.
Alirudi kwa hiyo relationship. And then now when she's coming back for the third, fourth time, the person is like, but siyo ndo uliniambianga nimrudi. I'm like, surely.
When you come for advice, you come for decision.
Because ilifika mahali, if I say don't, they won't follow that thing. And then they keep telling the person what I said. And then when I say, okay, Jusha, ile unawambia, basa sumsamee tu juu ameomba msamaha. And then you come tell me when uliniambia nimrudie. Surely.
And the mess comes when maybe you do both of them.
And me personally, it affects me because I feel for that. I put myself in that person's shoes. it really hurts me, I think, more than even them.
And that is why a point that is very, very crucial, as far now different from the character development, just to bring it out. When you have issues, do not tell anyone. Like just make sure, especially if it's between you and your spouse, do not tell your friends or your family.
Wanabebanga hiyo grudge.
You mtarudiana, but what happens? Like you and the guy, like when you solve your issues.
Unapatana na sister yako ongelishi.
So what happens? Tell me what happens. Maybe that's one thing I've realized.
Unapata sister yako ongelishi mzee yako. Juu ulimwambia shida zako. And then umerudi.
If you come talk shit about someone, ama you vent the way someone is mistreating you. If you're a family, if you're a close person to me, obviously I'll feel some type of way, sindio?
Me, I always say, watu wenye wanashare blanketi moja.
Exactly.
Be careful.
Exactly, but still, you know, sometimes...
Even though sometimes you get emotional, because this person is someone you love, you care.
No, vent. If you know you're good at decision making and you want to like get out or you want a resolution, something like that. But not that every day you come crying, tomorrow and then tomorrow you're back. You get... Like you're back today,
and you are invested in that relationship as the third party.
So sometimes,
maybe it's good to keep your things too, unless it's
like learn to communicate, learn to solve your problems, your issues. As in
unless really inakuhurt.
No, unless maybe there's domestic violence,
exactly, or even emotional violence and all that.
You know, maybe financial also, whatever that. Maybe things that are not okay to be done to another human being.
Yes, exactly.
That one I don't have a problem. But if it's this normal back and forth thing,
alikata kutoa viatu ingi.
I love, you know, one thing also, now we are going to relationships. We are diverted from the character thing.
Character development.
You don't solve problems, they just pile. So the smallest thing you blow up.
Yeah, by
you
the
blow
it
things
happens.
out of proportion.
Yeah.
So go back to solving problems from the root cause. That's what
lakini character na utapigwa tu.
No, a character sasa unajua ni before sasa hiyo.
The lavidavi.
The lavidavi before. Ama before we ingie box kind of a thing, you know.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
But character, what do you think of not only relationships, spousal, boyfriend, girlfriend, no, how about this other one?
Like?
Of friendships.
Yeah, it happens.
Of siblings, of what do you think? Like, is it there?
You know, what I'll define is for siblings, the Somali say, how do you say it?
Arabi Ilka.
Arabi Ilka is Kanina or something like that. Like if the exactly, something like that. There's that thing in our Somali that if the tongue and the teeth are not, sometimes they tend to collide. Sometimes wanakosana, let's say that. Siblings,
like
I think it's
bite like
exactly. Actually, that's the word. How about for siblings? Unless it's not that violent, it happens. It happens because all year hamwezi kuwa mko leo mnakorofishana. Na by the way nikwambie, let me advise you, don't ever interfere between siblings. That's one thing I've learned from my sis. She always says like, mkikosana, nyi mkosani. But don't usifuate mtu moja, like don't support Maimuna and you leave Shamsa out. Because kesho ni sisi tutasikizana.
The same thing about this other.
Yes. So for siblings, it's I think it's a bit different. But now I think the way that we had said, we had made character or being heartbroken or something like that to meiweka more into intimate relationship than these other relationship. But I'm here to say that it can happen to even your friend can do something bad.
Yeah.
And they can break. You remember the only person you don't you actually, friends are not like families where you find that this is your brother. They are the only people on this earth you choose and say, this is my friend. You know, it's a title that you are ready to say it outside and loudly like, Maimuna is my friend. So imagine, that it happens.
Well, it hurts.
It happens. And it really hurts. Has it ever happened to you? Have you ever been character developed by a friend?
Yeah. And that's why I chose not to get too close to people, because I have this thing, just generally. I don't know. I think I'm always the bigger person. Maybe the other party. I could be wrong, but in a way, there's that respect that I try to maintain, and there's also a level of loyalty that I give and I expect at the same.
Exactly.
There are things I will not expect from Shamsa regardless, right? And I'm sure the vice versa. Cynthia?
Yeah.
So when that is broken and it reaches a point whereby I interfere with Shamsa's success, or Shamsa in a way, Shamsa is able not to get her bag meaning money
under her name.
And then it reaches a point I feel like then you're not my person. Yes. Yeah. So without going too much into details, I kind of shut that one there and then. I'm not saying that person that is a bad person, Ama is a horrible person, because no, Sham. Maybe I was the patient one, or maybe I was the bad one. It's fine, it's okay. But my point is, it reached a point. Nilifika decision by myself. I was like, apana.
The therapist became the.
No, I was like, no, it's not going to happen. As in, the load is too heavy. I cannot carry it.
Yes.
And it's not only happened for that friendship, but for every relationship in my life that I felt was too heavy. My friend, I dropped it.
So that was the beginning of everything.
The beginning of my life. Maybe the beginning of this podcast,
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes
so your character, it was an added advantage for you.
All of them, trust me. All of them. They are about 3. My friend, I appreciate them because I believe I am who I am because of the character development. Premium tears, yes. Laughters, yes. It was a beautiful journey, yes. But that was that.
No.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. Sometimes we tend not to move ahead unless something triggers it. Sometimes, not all the time. So
what helped me is I went back to school, and I joined some other small courses here and there, as in some small. This lady I told you, right? Her class is all about self-mastery. I told you how to be street smart, how to literally declutter everything.
Hope we'll call her one of these days.
I hope she comes. She's it now. She's the it now. She's a big deal, kind of.
No, we are also the big deal. So we're going to invite her.
She's like, I like her. Actually,
Ata sisi atuelimishe.
She taught me so much within 6 weeks. Things that I don't think I will have ever learned out there, or in class, or at work, or anything. Right? Like how literally to self-master. Where to in every way, your mind, your finances, your clothing, literally everything. And I've attended such classes, like 2-3 of them.
So they really helped you.
Yeah, because there's something a friend of mine once told me, that the biggest investment is the one that you invest in yourself.
Yes,
like it's not a loss.
That's 100%.
Yes. Like I think that's the farthest. I started working on myself. That is what really helped me, literally. Because I feel before, I was just a routine, a moving routine. I wake up, I go to work, I come back home. Weekends I meet, I go to maybe for a cup of coffee with friends. Monday starts like that. I felt like my life was stagnant for the longest time. So
because I remember for the longest time you used to talk about Sham. I mean, masters I've attended
for 5 years.
For almost 5 years.
I joined JKUAT. I leave it.
There was a day we met,
and then you were like, "What's wrong with you?"
Even though in our Kenyan system for masters can
give
be a
me
PhD.
1 week, I am graduating.
Congratulations.
Eventually,
because I think I had asked you for like 3 or 4 times.
Because I think every time I met you, you're doing something. Remember?
Yeah.
You're either in school.
I'm all over.
Yes, you're either in school, there's a certain course you're doing. So maybe I was just telling you my wishes.
And me, I think just to divert, I don't know, maybe I just have this, I've contemplated, I've been pushed, I've been told to do PhD, and I'm always circumventing around it. I don't know. I think I don't know. I just have, if you ask me, I'll tell you, I'm looking for the right course. I'm looking for this. No. I think there's something that maybe natoroka from childhood trauma.
Childhood.
Because imagine, Maimuna, I don't have any reason who have not registered for PhD. Do you know, for masters, I registered and I really, and you know how our system works with thesis, with project, and with all that. I think it's something that maybe one of these days we are coming to discuss how people, real character development. Because I know my colleagues, I graduated in 2019 with my masters. Up to now, mtu bado anarudishiwa the title of the research. Now you are doing your best.
Projects and thesis.
Not even the title ndio bado unasumbuliwa nayo. It's either that, I'm sorry, it's not.
Sad,
it's really sad. Because I know this person, because I know the people that I went to school with, they were very hardworking.
It depends with the school you go to.
Exactly. Tukitaja majina, aki watu wataonini. With the school. Because those people were very hardworking.
Because I know people who have changed their supervisors more than 4 times.
4 times.
Yes.
Even the school, I know some people, they finish the coursework, the classwork, and then because of the project, it takes 2, 3, 4 years, and they're like, no, let me change the university. And you find out that when they go to these other universities, within 2 years, they're done. They're even graduated. And I remember there was a supervisor in where I was who was literally coming to supervise his students, because he told us he was in that class, masters, for 10 years, that he went, did another master's, did another PhD, and he's here to graduate with this one. So he watched that none of his students will ever suffer. Yeah. He will push it.
That's nice.
Until you, as long as he is your supervisor, he will push for you until you graduate. That's something that he watched. Because alisema 10 years. Bado sijamaliza hiyo masters, na saizi niko na PhD.
He knows Kenya amepitia bwana.
Exactly, especially in our system. It's something that
want, maybe his students to go through.
Yeah, I know we have diverted.
No,
but
I know, but still, again, si hata walimu wanaza kukuchapa kwani.
Character by the
as long as you're a human being, whichever
corner you come from. I didn't see that coming.
Whichever corner you come from,
by the character itakuchapa. So Miss Dino ogopa character.
Hata your house help will give you a good one, my friend. Let alone your children.
House help. Where? Anyway.
But that's why I tell you, and I have been telling you, I really appreciate character development. However they come nowadays. Because nowadays, I believe
you always learn a lesson from it.
You always get a lesson. Especially, I told you, being the baby of the family, among the ones who are wako chini, and I didn't get to, experience that kind of a hustle in life.
Yeah.
Fortunately for me, right?
Unlike
Nairobi. Unlike my siblings, maybe, I normally tell you, but mbaya. Firstborn, secondborn, thirdborn, you grow with your parents.
Well,
no wonder the hustle. Lakini us down there, we kind of had it soft.
Because I see my sister and I'm like,
you've not where we are partner, you've not had anything.
Imagine I see my sister and I'm like, wow. But hata unaweza jua hard kitu. What is naweza muuliza like, what is one thing you can describe as a hard thing?
That's what I'm telling you. God works in his own ways. He sends these people to me, my friend.
Mimi acha nikwambie, nishaiba character sasa, acha nikwambie. Let me tell you. Ujue venye mtu ampitia shida. There was a day I had 1,000 mbele na nyuma. In my university years.
Okay.
Sweetheart. I bought, nikienda kununua credit, nilibaya 1,000. I hawked that credit in our office. I hawked, like literally. Nasimamisha mtu anambia ni aje? Nikubai credit.
You accidentally bought 1,000.
1,000. Mbele na nyuma, that's what I had. Mbele na nyuma. Nakwambia hizo shida hujapitia. Nilipata transport ya kwenda home. Nilikuwa na imagine talala tao akishuali.
You see now,
those guys who bought my credit, thank you so much.
You see now.
Na siku hadi kuna mwingine akwambia nikupe acha chukue nao deni. Mwambie basi instead ya so acha nikuzie 50. Ala 50 utanipe kesho.
That's life. I think for us to be where we are supposed
by
to
the
be,
way, and where we are now.
Yeah. We still have a long way to go.
We still have a long way.
It's going to be a better journey ahead of us, inshallah. Yes. And for everyone out there, of course, struggling. But for whatever reason, Sham, I respect character development because I believe I am who I am because of character development.
No, me says it, I can't be character development.
For whatever reason.
No, I would rather learn it
through others. No, you will not.
I know. But
it has taught me how to put myself first.
By the way, yes, exactly. I totally agree with you.
It taught me how to literally prioritize me.
Yeah. And sometimes you don't even rush into things because if you see the same signs from the what had made you actually leave that or the thing that happened, you always tend to say, hapa. No, because sometimes
you see things literally
exactly because you already see the repetition that he iko the same character.
Exactly. Ama you start adding up things. That time this
unapigia simu mtu ashiki
there's so many things that you start adding up, and then I also believe that regardless of what happens is what is meant to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe more in qadar now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like there's nothing in my hands. Yeah. What is meant to work for me will work. What is for me will come. What is not, hata ikifika hapa
itatoka tu.
Yes, like Sham is not meant to be in my life. Hata si hata
hakuna kungangana by the way. Like remember how this came, this podcast. Imagine 11 years. Nobody knows the other person's dream until now one day mine aje mambo. I want to say see we do it.
I see we do. And funny enough, I've never mentioned anything about communication or me being interested in that line of career.
Miaka yote.
Udaku tu tunapatana ni udaku tunapatana then.
Kumbe we had so much going. Actually, there's so many things that could have brought us together. Alhamdulillah, God's time is the best.